Hey gang, it's Simon here with your video newsletter for Friday the 26th of April 2024. Chart on the Nasdaq here, or the Qs, the ETF that tracks the Nasdaq, closed down 0.5% yesterday, so managed to erase most of the losses that resulted from Meta's kind of big gap down at the open. You can see how this big gap here almost got filled. I suspect it is still a good chance to get filled in the coming days. But Meta nonetheless did put in a very good rally intraday, closing well off its lows, and that helped the Nasdaq close at much better levels than where it opened. And we've had results from Microsoft after the bell. Microsoft had a very clean across-the-board beat. Stock was up 6% after market. Google had an even stronger set of results, EPS beating by 24%. Google was up 12% after market. So we're now seeing Nasdaq futures up 1.15%. But even with that factored in, the chart here of the Nasdaq is not resoundingly bullish. Okay, we've had the trend has flipped. We've got a rally into some resistance here. The Nasdaq, in my opinion, not yet out of the woods. You look at something like Meta. You know, would I buy Meta against a big gap down like that? Not likely. So if I'm not going to trade Meta, what would I trade? Where are the cleaner trades, the cleaner trends? Well, I would say don't look at Meta. Look at the metals. All right. If you look at something like gold. Gold looks great. We've had a nice little pullback here to the mean. It's consolidating, but the trend is still very much intact. I would say the same for silver. Silver here looks pretty good. Let's have a quick look at copper futures. You know, copper is a rocket ship here. It's looking really, really good. You could look at things like Freeport. That's a great looking chart. You could look at things like Southern Copper. That looks great. You could look at the COPEX ETF. That to me looks really, really good. You could look at something like XME, the Metals and Mining ETF. Doesn't look as dramatic as copper, but you know, we are seeing a nice series of higher highs and higher lows here. This area in the middle was a little bit messy, but you know, you can see that we're getting higher highs and higher lows, assuming this low holds. Next week promises to be a very active week with both the Fed and the QRA. But if you were to ask me, would I rather trade Meta or the metals? I just think the metals here have got a much cleaner, clearer set of trends. Again, I just put that COPX ETF on the chart. Very nice uptrend. It's just had a pullback to the mean. That's what I got for you. I hope it helps. I wish you good trading and a great weekend. Catch you next week.